Oh hi everybody, this is Llew from Llew's Reviews. And before I get into my review for Alita Battle Angel, I'm going to take a second to look at all the amazing manga movie adaptations as well as Japanese anime that have come over to North America. Let's take a look. Ugh, is that Goku?
I must have faith in who I am.
Okay, so...
What? What? What were they thinking? No, no!
Oh, man. That was rough.
Oh, are they even trying? Never thought Edward would be a Japanese guy. His name is Edward. Ulrich. Ugh, that's what the Titans look like?
What should I talk about next?
Ugh. What? That's Kira? Netflix, what are you doing?
What the hell?
What? Piss of the North Star? Is that Dante Bosco?
Find somebody who can fight back, you piece of crossman trash.
Rufio! Rufio! Bangarang!
You were dying. We saved you. And now you save others.
Oh, Major Makoto. No. He was fine with this. This was okay. Okay? I can't stand anymore. Oh. So that's Rosa Salazar? Big on the eyes there. Hi everybody, my name is Llew and welcome to Llew's Reviews. And in this episode, I'm going to be taking a look at Alita Battle Angel. Finally, a manga movie adaptation that wasn't disappointing. Yay!
Llew.
Ah. Hi!
Dude, what are you doing here?
I'm shooting my review for Alita Battle Angel. The one that came out, you know, with the big ads.
The movie?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
I was just doing my own review.
Oh, your retro reviews?
Yeah, you know, for the 70s, 80s,
90s? Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to maybe just do it together? Like
compare and contrast the old stuff with the new?
I mean, like, I have my opinion, you've got your opinion. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm totally down.
One question.
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
Smoke bomb! Hi guys, I'm Llew from Llew's Reviews, and today I have a very special guest with me today.
Hey guys, I'm Jay. We're going to be reviewing something which I've been waiting for a long time.
Yeah, a manga movie adaptation that actually doesn't suck.
Guys, we're going to be looking at Alita Battle Angel. So, Llew, what's the 2019 version of Alita Battle Angel like?
Well, I gotta say that James Cameron and the director Robert Rodriguez had a lot riding on this movie, and I'm happy to say they pulled it off. So Alita Battle Angel takes place somewhere in the 26th century, somewhere in the future. And it stars Rosa Salazar, who is virtually unrecognizable, especially with those big eyes. But after being discovered in a pile of rubble that's falling from the sky, Dr. Dyson Ito, played by Christoph Waltz, finds a female cyborg with a fully intact human brain. He gives her a new body, but she has no recollection of her previous life. She begins to engage in the slums of Iron City, learning about motorball and making friends with Hugo, and then she encounters all the hunter warriors, which are basically bounty hunters. While at the same time she's trying to rediscover herself, all under the watchful eye of Nova. But speaking of big eyes, Jay, what did you think of the big eyes, or the anime look?
Well, you know I'm a huge anime fan. And I gotta tell you, the very first time I saw the commercials for Alita Battle Angel, I'm not gonna lie, I was not happy with what I saw. The big eye look is definitely not something that I thought was gonna work on the big screen. Let's talk of real for a second. Anime is stylized Japanese animation. I mean, when you look at Western animation and you look at the character designs, they really have very, very small eyes, more realistic looking faces. You can look at G.I. Joe, you can look at He-Man, She-Ra, and you can tell they were all drawn for Western audiences, even though they were actually animated in most part by the Japanese. Whereas anime is very stylistic. They have these gigantic round saucer eyes. They sometimes have almost no eyes at all. You actually see certain characters which literally have their eyes completely closed at times. The funny thing about that is that actually was inspired from Walt Disney, believe it or not. Side note, it's actually widely believed that Osamu Tezuka, the god of manga, was actually inspired by Walt Disney of all people when creating his original character designs for his manga. That's why we get the gigantic saucer eyes. But does this work on film? Amazingly enough, even though all the hype and everyone was kind of like really confused and some people were like really upset at the gigantic eyes, holy cow, did they ever pull it off in this movie. I was really enthralled. I kept watching the film and just getting captivated. And amazingly, the gigantic eyes did not detract from the character itself. I found myself captivated by Rosa Salazar's performance. I actually believed in the character. The animation was top-notch, the performances by all the other characters in sequence were amazing. And really, that's what makes this movie truly great. But we also have to talk about the actual connection it has to the anime and manga. Llew, what is your take on that?
Well, considering all the money that James Cameron has, he'll definitely pull off anything better than a Blue Will Smith. And for the eyes and her overall look, the fact that she was a robot or an android makes it grounded. I could accept the fact that these big eyes are grounded in this sort of reality. She's an android. You could design her in that fashion. The only time that I found it a little off-putting was when she was standing next to a regular-eyed person.
Well, hold on for a second. Let's be honest. They're the Erm. We don't know what the actual race looks like.
And that's why he's the retro guy. But overall though, it worked for me as an honorable nod to the original source material and as an aesthetic. It was a little hard and maybe a little off-putting, but I liked it. For the other characters in the movie, I do wish there were stronger roles for such strong performances here. I mean, you had Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz, two-time Academy Award winner in the Quentin Tarantino movies. I love that guy. You had him playing, I think, an American character with a Japanese last name, but sometimes I hear that German accent come in. He should have just made him speak in a German accent. I would have loved it. As much as I respect Christoph Waltz and his performance as Dr. Ito, for me he kind of was just there for exposition. Show me, don't tell me. But there were times where he was just there telling stories to progress the story. And this is just a personal taste that I have with the movies that I like. But the thing with origin movies or characters that lost their memory sometimes could be weird with the pacing, maybe a little uneven. Considering that the original manga consisted of around 50 volumes or 50 chapters, this one covers about a dozen. Sometimes it might feel a little bit rushed within 2 hours.
Actually, you know what, Llew? I have to admit, the manga itself was an incredibly long series. It ran for at least 19 volumes, as you said, 50 chapters. It went on to make another series directly after it. But what we got out of that, much like the anime which preceded it, was a wonderful little smidgen, almost a tiny bit of a taste of what the entire expanse of the manga was about. The direction which Rodriguez actually took was actually really smart. He showed some of the greatest scenes that were actually in the manga and the anime. And these are things that I really appreciated, because unlike Ghost in the Shell, which, as beautiful shot as it was, sometimes they went one for one in their direction. That doesn't always work. Whereas here, they made sure to take in certain scenes which were only shown in the manga and not in the anime. And I really appreciated that quite a bit. What really kind of gets me though, every single time, is that such a prolific director like James Cameron would have wanted to do something as niche and as fringe as anime. But all the way back in 1993, when he first saw Battle Angel as an anime, something clicked. And even to this day, he continued to push it. Avatar, every other project he always did, he still had Battle Angel in the back of his head. Now, what I have to admit is that Battle Angel was actually somewhat inspired by movies like The Terminator. So, as you can see, it's kind of a cyclical nature of it. What do you think, Llew? Were there any other movies that reminded you of Battle Angel?
Actually, it was kind of funny. When I was done watching Alita Battle Angel, I started thinking about, totally off tangent here with anime and manga, but Batman Begins came into mind. And the thing about Alita was, for me, I like having a clear antagonist in the beginning of the movie, or at least very early in the movie. With Batman Begins, spoiler alert, you really don't figure out who the actual antagonist is very late in the film. Is it Scarecrow? Is it Ra's al Ghul? Like, what's happening here? With Alita Battle Angel, you don't really know. I mean, you do encounter all these crazy action scenes with all these different hunter warriors, but really, the real villain behind it is Nova. But like Batman Begins, the whole point was not for a protagonist to fight an antagonist. The whole point of Batman Begins was for Batman to begin, a sense of self-actualization or self-discovery. Like Alita, the whole point of Alita Battle Angel was for Alita to become the Battle Angel. Or in other words, a pretty-faced ass-kicking robot. The movie was fun, exciting, action-packed, a visual spectacle, and now a shining example of how you should do a manga movie adaptation. You should do it with respect, honor, and a lot of heart. Where Alita excels in completely overshadows any of its flaws. And with that being said, this is probably the best manga movie adaptation I've ever had the pleasure of viewing. What do you think, Jay?
You know, it's... I mean, really, what else was there?
But nothing else comes to mind.
Well, I mean, you had some gems in the beginning, right? Death Note, you know, my God. Like, there's just so many different things which we could parlay across.
Come on, Netflix, come on.
You know what? It really is an exciting time where we have a true movie from someone who believed in the actual product.
James Cameron.
James Cameron.
Yeah.
And it's very rare. Like I said, he literally was holding on to this project for like 7-8 years. Like, it was a long time. And he'd already have massive successes with Avatar and with, you know, other projects that he had on the go.
King of the world!
Giant boats, yes. In my opinion, yes. I have to agree. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the best adaptations from cartoon, anime, or manga to film. I was really very impressed. You never watched the anime, or it's been quite a long time.
No, that's the thing. I'm glad you were here because I'm one of those guys that didn't really. The original manga, the original source material, just flew over my head. But I watched the movie and absolutely loved it, and I'm one of those people in the audience that's kind of gonna be backtracking now.
Exactly.
Because the Alita Battle Angel was awesome.
One of the big things I really have to respect and be thankful for with Rodriguez is he did not take the anime one-to-one. And you know how in Ghost in the Shell, obviously you watched it before actually watching the film, there were a lot of scenes which were like almost practically one-to-one.
Yeah, you're bringing back some bad memories. But yeah.
It was still beautifully shot and it was still beautifully done.
Yeah.
But the problem was that instead of making a new movie, what you did was you sort of relied on the old movie. You know, the old source material.
Yeah.
I really appreciate what Rodriguez did here. He actually created the movie and made something of his own. And that to me was what was very important, and I really appreciated that. Having said that, what are we going to give this film?
Well, I wanted to give this a very solid 4 out of 5 heart cores.
You're not being creepy now, right?
No. But I actually love, 4 out of 5.
For myself, it's 4.5 out of 5. Honestly, it's one of the best, as you and I have both agreed, just one of the best animation, cartoon, comic book adaptations that I've ever seen. Right, in a very long time. Do you think future manga movie adaptations? Do you think they got to do with the big guys? Here's the thing, and I want to make this plea to everybody out there. If you guys haven't seen Battle Angel yet, while it's still in theaters, go watch it. I mean, we really need a sequel for this. We have to have more directors really believing in anime projects and just cartoon projects in general. The Marvel movies, you know, they're based off of comics, and you know what? I think that anime and manga should also have the same kind of attention in the North American audience.
Well guys, there you have it. I hope you liked this video. Be sure to look down, like, and subscribe, and you'll be good to go. I want to give a big thank you to Mega J Retro with his insight on the original manga source material with the new Alita Battle Angel 2019. Be sure to watch it because it was awesome, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
KOA.
Oh, you guys.